Attic here with another draft. There's a Garrick Wild Speaker in this pack. There's also a Sarah Angel. Yeah, I'd open to Garrick. You know, the one green mythic I, have plenty of. So yeah, it's really between Garrick and Sarah Angel here, and that pick isn't really close. It's Planeswalker. Even though he's in green, he just kind of Planeswalker's pretty much unanswerable in this format, especially in green. It's good to note that I am passing Llanowar and a Basilisk. There's a Crystal Ball, a Sarah Angel. So the person left to me is probably going to go into white. And a Scroll Thief is the only blue card, and then two decent red cards, two decent black cards. So this pack's actually pretty good. So I'll take the Garrick here. There's a Mind Control in this pack. It's tempting to take the Mind Control here. It is probably one of the few cards you would actually take over Garrick. It's interesting to note that there's a common missing out of this pack. Most likely a Bolt or a Doomblade. There's not many commons I would take over Mind Control besides Bolt and Doomblade. I do like blue-green in this format. Mana's not great, but hopefully I can get some more cultivates. This pack's pretty poor all around. Two most notable cards are Pyromancer and Garrick's Companion. While I'm not sold on playing either of these colors, I definitely would like to play them. Terramorphic's really good and would be good, so in our deck, I'm not going to third pick one in this pack. I think I'm going to take the Garrick's Companion here. Try to show a little bit more signal that green's not open and try to keep people out of it. So there's a Stormpoint Pegasus, a Sign in Blood, and a Llanowar. Llanowar is probably the pick here, and that's what I'm going to pick. I don't like how unopened green seems right now. There's really a Squadron Hawk or a Cancel in this pack. Again, I really don't like Chandra Spitfire as much, especially without ways to activate her ability, which we could have had one by now, but I will take the Cancel here, though. There's a pretty deep pack. Giant Spider, Monolith, Llanowar Elf, Ice Cage. I'm leaning towards the Giant Spider right now, although Monolith is probably closer to the pick. Yeah, I'm going to take a Monolith here. I hope they get some more spiders, though. Well, I'm actually going to take the spider here. There's a Scroll Thief and an Awakener Druid in this pack. The one thing nice about lots of Llanowar is you can get out Scroll Thief on turn 2 and just start the beats. Whereas like Awakener Druid, you're kind of aiming for turn 4, turn 5 to beat with a 4 or 5, and it doesn't really work as well on that turn. I'm going to take Scroll Thief here. It's definitely the most powerful card. So we have Plummet or Preordain. Preordain would help fix our mana, hopefully, with these double spells I have currently. However, Plummet does kill all the big flyers. I hopefully can pick up Preordains later. I'm going to take a Plummet here. I opened a Scroll Thief and tabled it. There was, what? I don't think there was any good blue cards in that pack besides Scroll Thief. Sure, I mean, I'm not going to pass it up. I'll take a strong box here. I definitely will play the card if I find I need it. Find filler creature. I'm lagging a little bit right now. I'm not exactly sure why. Hornet Sting. It's also nice. Take a foil land here. Earth Servant. Yeah, I'm lagging a little bit right here. I'm not exactly sure why. Oh, here's a pack that makes me unhappy. Vengeful Archon is certainly one of the best white cards in the set. However, I'm not taking it, unfortunately. Fireball's the pick here. Even if we weren't in green, Fireball's definitely the pick. This is pack 1, you know, it's a very close pick between Archon and Fireball. There's so few outs to Archon's ability to just halt the game and basically moat the game. But I'll take a Fireball. There's a Lightning Bolt in this pack. Let's see here. Uncommon missing. So it's really between Force C and Bolt and Argreal. I do like Jace's Ingenuity. I do like. That's it. He's about even with Force C. It just do the filtering. I really hope I can pick up some Sylvan Rangers and stuff, because I'd like to take the Bolt here. More removal for getting Scroll Thieves through. I am going to take the Bolt here. That's a 3rd pick Conundrum Sphinx. That's a gift. Yeah, I'm kind of left speechless by a 3rd pick Conundrum Sphinx, but definitely will take that. There's nothing else in this pack for us for a Yavimaya Worm, and I'm definitely gonna take a Sphinx over a Yavimaya Worm. The Aether Adept is the pick here. I don't have to play Garrick's Companion at this point, and I'm definitely not in green at this point either. Like I can totally abandon a Garrick Wildspeaker if another color is going to be flowing, but there's some good green cards in this pack, but nothing as good as Aether Adept with these 2 Scroll Thieves. Here's an interesting pick. Sleep over a counter spell. I guess it's not as interesting as I thought. It looked more interesting at the initial glance, but I'll definitely take a sleep. Nothing like sleeping your opponent with a Garrick on table and just, you know, watching them cry. Well, I guess keep swimming in the blue at this point. Another Aether Adept is certainly not going to be thrown away. So the pick here is Destructive Force or Cancel. And while Destructive Force is a powerful effect, it's not good in my deck. Even if I splashed it, even if I switched into red, another Cancel is fine. It cancels Destructive Force. I will take Scroll Thieves all day, people. Once again, another 8th pick Scroll Thief out of a pack. I tabled the Ice Cage out the pack I opened. I tabled the Argreal, despite not tabling the 4C or the Jace's Ingenuity, which is noteworthy. But And probably means there's only one other deep blue drafter at our table. I will take, let's see here, my curve's pretty okay right now. I'll take a Phantom Beast. It's not the best card, but it is good against certain decks. We'll certainly take a Back to Nature for all some sideboard plans. Erasure's fine here. Hide a Plummet. No, I don't need to hide that one. I need the Worm's Tooth. If I hide my Hornet Sting for now. So you can see I'm not deep into green. I've been getting fed the blue pretty hard despite opening Garruk. I do kind of need a bomb. That's the one thing I'm missing. And there's a Stormfire Leviathan, which kind of came up on cue, didn't it? It's an 8/8 for 8. I do have 0 ramp in my deck outside of Llanowar. And I'm much more of an aggro deck right now than a control deck that Leviathan would be good in. So really the pick for me is between Azure Drake and Stormtide Leviathan. I feel the format might be too fast for Stormtide Leviathan. But at the same time, Azure Drake is such a good card. I do have a Fireball and a Mind Control, but I do need something else to finish the game with. I haven't actually played with Leviathan at all in M11. I've done a lot of M11 so far. I think I'm going to try the Leviathan. I think he might be a little overcosted, but I'll try him. And then let's see here. Air Servant or Azure Drake. Time Reversal's not doing anything. There's a Sylvan Ranger in this pack too. I might actually be able to go mono blue at this point, splashing Fireball and Bolt and cut my green cards, as much as that pains me to cut a Garruk. So I'm going to take the Air Serpent. Well, Monolink, Unsummon, or Diminish. Monolink isn't going to be as good in this deck because we do have 2 cancels and we also have a lot of cheap aggressive cards. Well as like Unsummon combos well with our Scroll Thieves and Aether Adepts. I'm gonna take the leak here and hope to table one of these other blue cards though. Cloud Elemental is certainly a nice fit for this deck. Kind of low on the flyers so far, so we'll take a flyer. Green is just surprisingly unopened in this draft so far. Harbor Serpent might actually get played over Leviathan if in this deck. But it is the pick. I don't really want a third cancel. Right now I'm sitting on 25 quote-unquote playable cards.